Hey there, everyone. Hanyou here, and welcome back to STEINS. We're at the tips list for the tip that we picked up near the end of the last episode, which is the principle of causality, which states a scientific and philosophical principle that states that every event has a cause, and it is by that cause that an event is produced. The theory of relativity is founded upon this principle. However, quantum physicists have observed microscale phenomena that do not appear to obey the principle of causality. So yeah, if you missed the last episode, and if you like physics, and if you like science and stuff like that, go watch the last episode because it was awesome. There might still be more of this lecture in this episode, so let's carry on, shall we? That's where we left off. What if you just don't kill them? You can't think of it like a sci-fi movie. It's not just your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that. Really, it doesn't seem that dangerous. Any paradox, no matter how small, would cause the total collapse of causality, reality, and every other physical law in existence. If you remember at the end of the last episode, I was talking about the butterfly effect. Yeah, pretty much that. It would change everything in in the timeline. You'd be surprised at how no matter how insignificant something may be, which is again why it's called the butterfly effect, because the idea originated from if you were to travel back 1,000,000 years and step on a butterfly, what would happen? And that is why it is called the butterfly effect. It came from that question, that theorization and stuff. So, yeah, you'd be surprised at how many things doing something that may seem insignificant could change. Paradoxes are nothing more than thought experiments. They cannot occur in reality, and they should not. Nothing that has even a 0.00001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. Wouldn't you say this is the logical conclusion? There may be loopholes like parallel worlds or the self-consistency principle, but those seem too much like fantasy for me to accept. Except, I'm not sure when this game actually came out, but science has all but proven the multiverse theory now. Hold on, let me find out when this came out. Because that was actually a fairly recent thing that happened. So I'm very curious as to knowing when this actually came out. I'm talking, okay, this game came out originally in 2009 in Japan. So the whole essentially proving the multiverse thing happened probably within the last 5 years. I mean, it isn't solid proven, but we've gathered more than enough evidence to say this may be more than just the ramblings of a madman or just a theory. But yeah, it's very, very intriguing stuff. So, carrying on. God. I grind my teeth. When I see Makise Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makise Kurisu truly is a genius. Well, she's better than that doctor that we went to listen to at the beginning of the game, so she actually knows her shit. Which, again, as a scientist, I truly appreciate, so bravo. Ended up listening to all of Kurisu's lecture at ATF. After the 2 time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture, so impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Because you like her. And you're glad to see she's alive. Leaving that aside, I saw Makise Kurisu's dead. I saw Makise Kurisu dead. And yet she is alive. My memories don't mesh with reality. And not just about Kurisu. My conversations with Daru and Mayuri didn't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I just told myself that what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. This leaves me with no choice. Uh-oh. Okay, it's back. The game froze for a second there. That wasn't... Okay, and you're back. Very sorry about that. This leaves me with no choice. After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I headed to Yanabayashi Shrine. Why is it that it's far easier for me to pronounce some Japanese than others? Some Japanese names more than others. I don't know. I need to get exercised. I seriously doubt that the Makise Kurisu at ATF was a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese, it's in our blood. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of Kondo River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing Manasebashi Bridge. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kanda Myojin is the more famous shrine in Akiba, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here. It's Ocarine! There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri. And the other is a docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Miko is essentially shrine priestesses, and I'm sure that's probably what it's going to tell you. Shrine maidens, priestesses, in the Shinto religion. Miko typically dress in a white kimono with a red hakama, or skirt. Their role is to assist priests with performing rituals and events. And hey look, sisters! So that's why you come here, specifically. I get it. I understand. Urashibara Luka. A stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom, the essence of Japanese beauty. She is rather stunning, isn't she? Of course, all the characters in here, in this, are very well designed. So, yeah, she is very beautiful. The chief priest's son. Whatever. I stand by what I said. That's right, son. Lovely in every way, but he's a guy. Nothing wrong with that. Good afternoon, Okabe-san. He even sounds like a girl. But, you know, I mean... Wait, if you were to actually look at the voice cast list for a lot of anime, you'd be surprised at how many guys are actually voiced by girls. He bows his head. The voice of a girl, the mannerisms of a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. And he looks identical to his sister. You know, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be a beautiful guy and you can be a handsome woman, you know? Taller than Mayuri, yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. Looks stunning in Miko robes, but he's a guy. We get it. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning, but he's a guy. It's almost everything, yet still hot as hell outside. It's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside. But he's a guy. What does that have to do with that? Damn cicadas won't shut up, but he's a guy. We get it. The joke's gone on too far. Lukuro, the blade I gave you, what happened to it? He's a friend of mine, I call him Lukuro. Lukako. Hold on. Lukako. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akiba's pedestrian heaven. It also happens that Lukako and Mayuri are classmates. I learned that fact after I had gotten to know him. But wait, aren't they related? No, actually, now that I look closer, black hair, brown hair. She's got blue-green eyes, he does not. So I was wrong. Pedestrian heaven. Some neighborhoods of Tokyo, such as Akihabara, close major streets on busy shopping days. This effectively turns the street into one big sidewalk, facilitating pedestrian access. That's actually pretty cool. Learn that fact after I gotten to know him. Lukako is taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in his eyes. You mean Demon Sword Samidare? Correct. I bought it for you so you could learn to control your power. Blade Works. Oh yeah, you bought it at Blade Works, right? I think you said it cost 980. Well, Blade Works, it may not be a direct reference, but that's definitely a reference to the Fate series. Blade Works, one of several stores in Akihabara that sells replica weapons. Items include Japanese Sengoku period swords, European Middle Age swords, and knight armor. But yeah, Fate Stay Night Ultimate Blade Works, or something like that, right? Don't say another word anymore, and they will come to silence you. They're gonna silence me. Thanks for worrying about me, Ocarine. But who are they? I ignore Mayuri's question. So, Lukako, are you making sure to practice with Samidare like I told you? Yes, I do practice swings at once a day. As long as you carry it and master the Seishin Zanma school of swordsmanship. You can prevent the dark flame inside you from consuming your soul. Demon Sword Samadare may be an imitation sword, but that is only the form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. And it was on sale for only 980 yen, tax included. So that's what? Not even a $10 sword. I get it, you're broke, but that doesn't mean you have to be so cheap. Thank you, Okabe-san. It was a wonderful present. My name is Okabe. It's Okarin. I'm sorry, Kiyoma-san. As long as you understand, now speak the words. Elsai Konguru.
違う。コンガ流ではなくコングルーだ。
Konguru. Elsai Konguru. Yes. Did I get it right? Lukako smiles happily as I nod. Thank you. Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy. We get it! Such a beautiful master-disciple relationship. Miyushi's not a Fujoshi, but she's getting a little excited. Okay. I figured that's what she was implying by that, but... A term for female otaku with a particular interest in yaoi, or works of fiction that depict homosexual relationships between men. Does not apply to female otaku in general. Yeah. Please don't imagine such things. He's embarrassed. Jeez. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship. I, Horin Kiyoma, have gone to great lengths to teach Lukako about the... Is it Lukako or Lukako? Anyway, about the evil conspiracies that rule the world and how to resist them. That stuff about Demon Sword Samadare is part of that training. Looks aside, Lukako... I'm gonna say Lukako from now on. Is very obedient and hardworking, plus he's always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weakness of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. What are you doing here, Mayuri? I came to see Luka-kun. Kamima is coming up next month, and I want him to... And I want him to cosplay as... Kiruri-chan from Rynet. But he won't say yes. But cosplaying, that's just too embarrassing for me. But I'm sure you'll look great in it. The phrase, someone this cute can't be a girl, is really popular, you know? Come on, make your cosplay debut. It's an unwritten rule to use this phrase whenever you see someone who looks like a cute girl but is either of unspecified gender or actually a boy. This expression is also used sarcastically with boyish-looking girls. What's wrong with boyish-looking girls, huh? Tomboys are cute. I love tomboys, but anyway. Kurari-chan. The heroine of Rained Kakaru, her full name is Nishimura Kurari. She is a smart and athletic girl in 5th grade. She is also cute and has a good personality. Basically, the perfect girl, passionate about fashion, hates mushrooms. Kamima Comic Giga Market. A massive otaku event held twice a year at Tokyo Big Sight. Every Kamima, thousands of artists gather to sell their creations, which range from erotic manga based on popular anime to original figures, music, and games. The next Kamima will be held on August 15th. And it is July 28th. Come on, make your cosplay debut. I wonder if there's anything I can do. Because there's supposed to be a lot of things you can do with this. So, I'm curious. Nothing new here, huh? Like to change. Alright, never mind. Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. So she's basically a fashion designer who likes to see people wear her clothes. That's pretty much what I get from it anyway. She likes designing and making the clothes, but she prefers seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's chosen Lukako as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally, I would understand why a man wouldn't want to dress like a girl, but come on, Lukako has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? But whatever, I have business to take care of. Save the trivial stuff for later. Eh? But it's really important to Mayushi. And it's trivial to me. Anyway, Lukako, there's a good reason for my being here today. I need you to perform an exorcism. An exorcism? Then I'll go get my dad. Please wait. No, it's nothing that serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of Kanda Shrine. So with that said, bring out the usual. The usual? You mean Samidare? No! Who the hell uses a demon sword for an exorcism? The usual for an exorcism should be obvious. I don't know what it's called, but it's that stick with the ziggy-zaggy paper thingies that the priest does a shaky thingy with. Really? I mean, I don't know the terms, but I know what you're talking about. So obviously what you're saying is getting through, but at the same time, that kind of makes me want to facepalm. That sounded really dumb, Okarin. Quite a shock to hear that from Mayuri. The Onusa. But I don't know if my father will lend it to me. I'll go ask him. Lukako makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes her pocket watch out of her bag and to check the time. Oh my, that's a very nice pocket watch. It's a very old watch, not the sort you'd expect a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pockety. Of course it is. Obviously, that's the name Mayuri gave it. not its brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. Okay, so that explains the name at least. She gave its name to it when she was still in elementary school. It's her most important treasure.
じゃあ、マユシーはこれからバイトだからもう行くね。
Well, time for me to go to work.
そうか、頑張ってこい。
Do your best. You going straight home afterwards? Yep. Mayuri lives in Ikebukuro. Ikebukuro. There we go. She comes to Akiba by train just about every day. It should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro. I just said it too. Ikebukuro. Ikebukuro. Though I have been staying at the lab since summer break began.
というわけで、また明日ね。
See you tomorrow. I call Mayuri to stop before she trots off.
マユリ、
Wait, Mayuri. Back at Radicon,
ラジカンの
you heard a man
男の悲鳴
scream,
を聞い
right?
てんの。
悲鳴？
Scream? Mayuri blinks several times and puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile.
それって
When was that again?
今日の昼だ。
This afternoon.
聞いてないかな。
I don't think I heard anything.
そうか。
Oh, well, alright.
変なオカリー。
Okarine's a weirdo.
じゃあね。トゥットゥルー。
Bye bye. Mayuri leaves, this time for good, though she pauses to wave at least a half dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway.
岡部さん、お待たせしました。
Thanks for waiting, Okabe-san. Fukako returns shortly after Mayuri leaves. In his hands, the white ziggy-zaggy thing I asked for.
借りることができました。よかったです。
Dad let me borrow it, thank goodness. Did Mayuri-chan leave?
マユリはどうでもいいから。
Don't worry about Mayuri, begin the exorcism at once, Fukako.
はい。
Okay, but do you really want me to do it? What exactly am I exercising anyway? Lukako is flustered. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart. A terrible chill shoots up my spine. It's the evil spirit in my arm. I grabbed my violently shaking wrist. Be still, foul spirit. Good. Hurry, Lukako. It's trying to take over. No way. Please hang in there, Okabe-san. I'm not Okabe-san.
すいません、京馬さん。
I'm sorry, Kiyoma-san. What should I... The exorcism. Hurry. Just do it like I taught you.
はい。
Okay. With a serious look on his face, Lukako grasps the onusa with both hands as if it were a sword. His stance is impressive. I've taught him well.
えっと。
His face is red and he can barely talk. It looks like he wants to say something but is hesitating, panicking because he feels awkward. Amateur. Please, Luca, expel the spirit from me. I don't want to kill you. Lukuko starts crying. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty, like I made a frail girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukuko's managed to work up his resolve.
悪霊よ
Hear me, evil spirit. He raises the Unusa up high, shaking it left and right.
岡部
Please, leave from Okabe, I mean Kiyoma-san.
おいいぞ
That's great. Now strike my arm with those zigzags. The tip of the Onusa touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be the cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur, but nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of cicadas. Did it work? And with this, we will be ending this episode, so if you enjoyed it, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more content in the future. And until next time, everybody, have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye!